to my channel. I am Miss Dhanusha. I chat about self-care for millennial women who are 9-to-5ers, content creators, or have side hustles. Welcome back. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you for clicking on this video. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Happy New Year. It's 2021 and things are looking a bit crazy still with the virus, with us not knowing when we're going to get a vaccine. If you're in South Africa, currently we're on lockdown level 3, which has an alcohol ban, curfew, and a whole lot of regulations. I hope you're staying safe, and I hope that you are not ill, and I really do give my sympathies to those that have lost loved ones this year. It's been last year and this year, early this year. It's the 2nd of Jan right now, and I feel as though everyone's going through a lot, myself included. And I did ask my followers on Instagram, if you're not following me there, check it out. If you guys want to see how I'm planning for this year, how I'm doing things a bit more differently, then I will film it. And yeah, so I'm here today to share with you my plan for 2021, how I'm planning, what I'm doing to get ready for the year. Yes, I know it's already the 3rd by the time this video goes up live, but I still do hope that you guys can learn something from this and also implement it yourself. And yeah, let me know what you take from this. So yeah, if you want to know how I'm planning for 2021, it can still be your year, then just keep on watching. Oh, while I'm here shouting out for the week, please remember that my competition is still running. You can win 6k worth of goodies, so definitely go and check that out. I'm just going to read you a comment from last week's video, which was my favorite things video, and it was Ramal Chetty. She said, "Awesome content as usual." Thank you, Ramal, for commenting on my video. If you want to be in the shout out of the week, all you have to do is comment on this video and I will shout you out. Okay, so before I even get into it, I just want to say that New Year to me doesn't necessarily mean like the year's gonna bring you like new opportunity or it's gonna bring you a lot. So I never ever say like become a new person or like change who you are, or it's a new year, new me. No, not that kind of thing. I just think that it's nice to kind of have this timeline. It's like, okay, cool, like I have 12 months to get XYZ goals, and at the end of the year do like a recon and be like, okay, cool, I actually achieved 1, 2, 3 and 1 to 5 on my list, for example. It is a good way for us to track our goals, to have a timeline in place. I do like that the new opportunities and the new year makes everyone feel as though there's going to be, you know, some kind of change or fresh start. So I'm not opposed to people being excited about the new year. I myself am taking it as a new start to, you know, just better myself and better my habits and evolve. Not to say that I'm going to change who I am. No, I'm not. But just to develop myself, learn more, do more that I want to do, and yeah, just be more successful than last year. And yeah, so that's basically my take on the new year. And like I said, with a lot of the regulations and lockdown currently, it's still tough. So if you haven't done this yet or you don't want to do it, you can do it in Feb. Whenever you watch this video, whenever you do it, I just hope that you learn from it and that it helps you. Okay, so before I even start with the 2021 planning process, I'm just going to take you through 2020 for a bit. What my intention was for this video is to show you like what I've been doing, and that will impact how I'm going forward. So for 2021, I would ask you, what is your top 5 things that you see as a win for 2020? And from there, like write it down. You can pause this video, really think about it, and what made you happy, did you think is a small win. For me, it was really establishing my brand online, getting a whole lot of brand deals because of it, and changing my niche helped me do that. And yeah, just reaching so many more of you, connecting with so many more of you, sharing my message, like those like already are like 4 wins in it. And I think yeah, just surviving this year would be number 5. It's just surviving COVID, surviving this year. COVID's not gone, COVID's still here, but the fact that we're still healthy. I didn't have the virus, not that I know of. So yeah, I think just looking at that, it's been a good year, but it's been a crazy year. If I could say that it can be good and can be, sad and disheartening, the duality does exist. It doesn't necessarily mean that just because good things happened that year, there was a good year, and terrible things happen. People have lost their jobs, people's lives have changed, businesses have closed, so many people have passed away. So it's been a very, very hectic year for everybody, and I'm not taking away any of that, but I'm just trying to say, look at the 5 things that you felt like were wins. And then taking from that, what was the 5 things that you think didn't go as well? I like to ask myself, so what didn't I get to? What didn't I achieve? Why didn't I get to that thing? Write it down, and if it is still something that you want to achieve in the new year, then make sure that you have it now on your new list, and understand why maybe that didn't happen. For instance, if you wanted to start journaling and you didn't, so why didn't you? That kind of thing, the kind of blockages. Once you've done that, I would then go on to 5 new habits or 5 new things that you want to achieve for this year. And with that, it will also help you to create a theme for this year. So I like to do years in themes, and last year for me was just a year of growth and a year of upskilling and a year of just like a lot of change and just regrowth as well. So for me this year is going to still be along those tracks, but it's going to be intentional, and my word for 2021 is intentional. I want to be super intentional with my business, my brand, my job, my career, everything that I do, what I eat, to what I wear, to what like exercise I do. I want to be intentional with every single thing. And I think intention is one of the word of the month for me last year. I think it was September, but I'm taking us through the year because I feel as though I need to be more intentional. So with that intentional theme for my year, the 5 things that I want to achieve, and habits as well, just put it together is, so intentional living, that's eating, breathing, like exercising, business wise, everything needs to be intentional. So I want to be intentional with my body, mind and soul. I want to be intentional with my business, my brand, my career. I want to be intentional with my relationships, my family, with my friends, all the kind of relationships that I have in my life. I want to be intentional with my finances, my financial wealth, all of that stuff related to money and all that. And then I want to be intentional about living better for the environment. So this year for me is a big one where I want to be a little bit more zero waste. I'm not gonna go and like say I am zero waste right now. I'm just making small changes at home that I can, or the earth can benefit from, and I can definitely do better. That I think we can all improve a little bit in that regard. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. So once you've done that, you can pause, write this down. Just that's like a little recap for 2020, and then like a good start to 2021. Then I also have done my vision board. So basically, I'm just gonna take you through it. What I did is I went onto Pinterest, and then I chose things. Before I went onto Pinterest, what I did was I wrote down my vision for the next 3 to 5 years, make my whole vision, what I want in the next few years. And some of them might be sooner, some of them might take a bit longer. I haven't really put like a big timeline on a few things because I feel like that takes time. For instance, like buying a car or getting a new place, that takes time. So I wrote down my vision and literally wrote it down like word for word. And your vision is something that helps you stay grounded, helps you realize what you want in the big picture. When you get to the mini tasks or the small tasks you need to do each day, you're like, oh, this again. But it will actually help you to look at the big picture. So I am planning to print it. It's just we don't have ink right now, and I don't want to go to a printing shop right now with lockdown and all of that. But I do have it digitally, so I'm gonna put that onto my phone as my wallpaper on my desktop as well. I wrote down everything, then I went into Pinterest and I found pictures that matches that kind of goal and that kind of vision for my life. So for instance, I found like SUV. I like SUVs. I put that on there. I want to travel a bit more if the lockdown permits. If not, then local travel or whatever the case may be. Traveling maybe through virtual reality, who knows, whatever it is, right? So even if it's in 3 to 5 years and it's not really now, then it's that. I put on like what I want to get to my social media. I put on I want to eat healthier, so I found a picture of like healthy eating. Did a whole lot of that so that it kind of aligns the picture, aligns with my written out vision and that kind of thing. So the next thing after I did this board, you can then just download those pictures of Pinterest and then put it together in a collage. You can use any app for that. Make it then into a screensaver for your wall, for your phone. It'll be really cool to do that. And it's a constant reminder every day of like what you want for your life. So it's like, oh, do I really have to go to work today? It's like, yes, because you want to buy that SUV. Okay, how else are you going to buy the SUV? Okay, so also what I should mention in this bit as well is that when I wrote my vision, I kind of separated it for each part of my life. So a vision for my career, my financial goals, all that. Then my vision for my life in terms of travel, then my vision for my life in terms of wellness and eating and diet, not really diet, but you know, just what you're eating. Then also my career goals and personal development goals, and then I put in like a few quotes that stand out to me as well. I feel like that's really important to keep in mind. Just, you know, things that make you inspired, so that you can look at it every day and be like, yes. Words for me is like a love language, so it is really important to me to look at affirmations and to look at quotes that really move me and really inspire me, because I feel like that's what I relate to. So if it's pictures for you, or if it's drawing or whatever it is for you, then do that. So try to keep your vision for each part of your life not really separate, but have a vision for each part of your life. So once you put that onto your vision board, then you need to actually physically go and like look at this and be like, okay, cool, so I want to get this car in like 1 year or 2 years. How much does it cost? How much do I need to make to buy this car? What's the insurance like? What's the installment like? What is the petrol that I need for this car? And then you have to break that down into smaller goals that you're going to put down still in your planning phase. You can either do it on your vision board or like another kind of book or whatever, journal for instance, or whatever, your diary, and then write that down and then track if you want X thing or you want a trip to Bali. How much is that going to cost you? How much do you need to make each month? So then from there you can break that into smaller goals. So for instance, if I need to go to Bali and it's cost me 10,000 Rand, I need to make 20,000 Rand each month or whatever it is, so I can pay my rent, then I can pay my food, then I can pay whatever amount of stuff, and then I can still save for my trip. I can save 2,000 Rand a month or 1,000 Rand a month every month, so I can go to Bali in December, for instance, if things are open. That's just an example, but each vision needs to be broken down into a cost and how much you need to make so that you can do it and then create a goal from that. So each week it's like, if you're a freelancer, for example, you would look for work or find clients that are going to pay you X amount so that you can save X amount for that trip, for the car, for the house, whatever it is. So because people always think that a vision doesn't relate to goals, it can. So the vision is the big picture, but the goals breaks the vision down into smaller bite-sized chunks, and that will help you then to decide on your daily tasks. Okay, cool, I'm gonna have abs in 6 months, for example. Okay, what do I need to do? I need to eat XYZ, I need to avoid XYZ, I need to gym 3 times a week, 4 times a week, I need to run whatever, X amount of times. Then you put in exercise for whatever it is into your daily calendar and you schedule that in so that come the end of the month, like, okay, cool, I'm like on track to get my abs in 6 months, for example. So you have to always break down that big vision into little goals, otherwise it's probably not going to happen because it's just your big vision but you don't know how to actually get there. It's not so much always about the why, it's about how you're going to get there. So for me, the one thing is reading more books. So how am I going to do that? I already have a whole lot of books, and what I'm going to do is make time for reading at least 10 to 20 pages a day. I'm not setting too many like strong rules for now, because I'm just going back to reading like consistently every single day. So I'll read as much as I want, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, depending on how much time I have that day, but make sure I read every single day. And then once I'm done with that book, I move on to the next book. And what's going to help me is that I need to do reviews for you guys. The next video is probably going to be book reviews. Cool. So I use my diary. I have a 2021 planner, and I started planning in things for this upcoming month. And then I started putting in little goals that I have. I'm actually getting a personal trainer for this year. I'm going to schedule in, of course, whatever she needs me to do on a daily basis. Obviously that will include meal planning or meal prepping, and like just sorting on my diet, and then like cardio or whatever exercises she needs me to do. So in that regard, I haven't like put much in. I am meeting with her in this coming week, so virtually of course. But yeah, that's just an example of something that, you know, might be coming up but hasn't yet. I know it's a new year, so you can work around things like that. Yeah, and then there's other things. So in terms of like social media, other things like that, I have a completely like, it's a different strategy, but it's still gonna go into my daily planning or my monthly planning. For instance, being consistent on YouTube is a goal for me, so it means that every Saturday or Friday I film for Sunday, and I get that done, and I make sure that I'm consistent. I want to be more consistent this year. So yeah, that's basically everything. If you want more videos like this, more planning videos and showing you how I like did things for the upcoming months, if you want like a monthly planning session or quarterly planning session, let me know and I'll definitely get to it and we'll chat about it. And yeah, so thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoy this one. This was really fun for me to make actually, and yeah, hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, let me know if you want to see more of this content, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.